I fucking hate ads. Fucking booking.com shit off my page. People fucking ads in my shit. All right. All kinds of wonderful technical difficulties during an intro. So nice of YouTube to pop an ad in there and interrupt my intro so they can frickin' make money. So sick of these guys stealing my intellectual property and then popping their ads in my show so they can get their little. Here's your solar report. Come on. Dang, man, had all this shit ready to go. Okay. Now, let me regain composure here. Here we are, May 23rd, 2023, 5/23, 2023. Okay. And boom, here we go. Big old, there's a CME here. We got another one there. This big one. So I'll let that loop play for a second while I try to readjust the shitty ass tripod I have. Okay. Sorry, folks. I'm a little perturbed at that. Hi, everybody. Okay. You're looking at it. Get the tint just right. Big old CME come off of this side of the sun here today. And of course, it's objects in there again. We're going to go through this frame by frame here in just a second once we get to the end of this loop. Okay, back up a little bit. Okay, opening frames 024. You can see this little mouse fart here. Then we have this event going on up here with our object. Nice round black object creating a magnetic field, ripping material off the sun. There appears to be another one hiding down in here. Okay, UFOs dancing all around the sun over on the red side. And watch this stuff down here going in. It's going inward towards the sun. These are these objects, probably from the back side, showing up and bouncing off, and then you'll see an eruption. Right after these things go in, you'll see an eruption or a CME. We also have some kind of round event going on up here with a twisted magnetic field line, which means its polarity is opposite the sun's there. I see this twisting effect up in there. Come on. Dang, man. Everything got a... I'm just waiting for someone to sneak up behind me and hit me in the back of the head with a baseball bat. I swear, it's just everything goes wrong. I mean, please, somebody just knock me out. All right, now here's our big event on this side over here. Boom. I mean, it's huge. Okay. There's so much plasma right here in this, it kind of hides the objects, but we will find a good frame here. Here you can see there's one here, possibly one here, one in the middle. They're kind of on a, almost like pearls on a string, on a rope here or whatever. Let's just zoom into this side. Boom, boom. There might be one up in there, something coming out there possibly. So they're very faint. Here's a good one. You see this dent in the instrumentation? They always make a dent in the instrumentation like this. So there's one right here. Okay. It appears something back in there. This little sequence is hard to see. Oh, thanks. This little sequence is hard to see, but we're still gonna kind of go through it anyways. Oh, is this a big black triangle type object right here? Wait. I don't know. Could just be plasma, but this kind of looks like our ship that we were looking at earlier. Hopefully you guys saw that, since my intro was so rudely interrupted for the sake of selling some worthless product to some moron who accepts a commercial. This society is so backwards and warped. Sick. And they use sex to sell everything. Like, oh, this is going to get you laid if you use our product. Whatever. Such a warped society. We got to fix this shit. Now I'm going to put this back into motion. And I want you guys to pay attention here. When the loop starts again, look at these objects going in. I've reported on that many times before. It appears to be when we see these objects going in, that's the object approaching the sun. It bounces off at the last minute and squirts out as a CME. Okay? You can see it arrive and then bounce out. Pretty much plain as day. I don't know how to spell it out any simpler for you. I don't understand why it's so hard for people to grasp this concept. Maybe it's because their head's so far up their ass. Maybe that's why. Or they're so invested in the bowl of shit media that they watch every day. Sorry, I'm venting. I'm just upset because I am watching this crazy show while going through this excruciating pain for all of it and getting nothing in return except more headache. Pull the thing over. Okay. As you can see, Here's today's event right here in this box. Here's our spike right here. Here's all these bunch of little spikes. And after this event happens, it dives towards the seafloor again. There's something probably going on right now that brought it back up out of the seafloor a little bit. Okay, so there's that. Um, the KP index looking fine. Auroras are looking fine. All pulled off to one side. Hey, that's no big deal. Our auroras are just all off kilter. No big deal. Nothing to see here. Don't report that in the news. Go pay attention to a bunch of idiots. A bunch of liars, criminals, and thieves. The media, the Congress, our president, every single one of them disgust me. And as you can see, we are under an R2 radio, an R2 level radio blackout event again here. Oh no, this is still May 20th. Dude, these guys need to refresh this shit. Never mind. All right, let's come over to the Schumann. As you can see, we've had some core and shell activity. Here was a screeching event here. Here was another one here last night. Excuse me, that I tried to report on a little bit. And we came out of the backside of that, and it got really weak. It got really weak, and there was a little squeak right in the middle of that weakness. Then we proceed into another squeaking event. Okay? So the core and the shell are now grinding on each other, little bits every day. Each time we take in a CME, boom, that core swells, screeches on the shell, and here we go, baby. All right, you see that? Good. Now let's just skip over the earthquakes for a minute because I need to get over here and report on this. This is Hurricane Mawar. Not hurricane, Typhoon Mawar. That is, the eye is going right north of Guam right now as we speak. Okay, let's zoom in here. Hopefully we can get the little island to pop up. Here, let's take the winds away. All right, you see those swirling winds? Let's take them away, and boom. Here. There you go. Here is your island of Guam right now. All right, here's the eye of the hurricane. It is definitely getting eye wall activity. That's the bad part. It would be better if the eye passed right over the island, actually, because then you wouldn't be getting the eye wall. Okay, so as we currently speak, Typhoon Mawar is raping our military base here at Guam. Okay, let's put those winds back up. Do this, pull back. Okay, so there's your super typhoon. I guess it's a category 4 right now, but it's well developed. It has a strong eye. It has an intense eye wall, and it is currently hitting one of our, not states, but one of our properties, our provinces, the island of Guam, where we have a very important military base right there. So pray for everybody on the island of Guam right now. There's like 150,000 people. This is a well-developed island with cities and stuff on it, okay? They're getting punished right now. So pray for the people of Guam, all right? Now that I got that out of the way, look at this up here, too, going off the coast of, you see this? This is off the northern coast of Japan. Not being talked about in the news, but we have 2 of them. See them? And there was a third over here in the Indian Ocean, but it died out. This one down here. Okay, so let's, where was I here? I wanted to, I know what I wanted to do. Let's go to 800, no, 500, I believe. And I want to show you guys the jet stream for the southern hemisphere right now. It is just going berserk. And if you look right here at this loop that comes right up to the Cape Horn of South Africa, can you see this right here? The southern tip of South Africa is about to get hammered because their weather now, and this is a giant loop. Look at this giant kink, this huge loop that comes way out and way back in, and then another loop. These objects are affecting the weather. They're affecting our northern polar vortex. This isn't the vortex. Let's go up higher. Let's go to the vortex here. And unfortunately, we have a backward spinning polar vortex. Very weak, but it's all, this whole mass is rotating the wrong direction. Probably due to our core down below spinning in the wrong direction. Our subtropical band is scooting further north as the planet doesn't necessarily tilt down towards the sun, but it does kind of as we get around the sun. All right, so you're going to see this mid-latitude, this equatorial flow starting to creep up further north as we get closer and closer into summer. Okay, and then that means, whoops, this one on the south, oh my God, I don't even know, is going to expand further northward. It's going to see where it's at right here. It's already reaching up southern South America here. Can you see this? And as soon as it hits the land, it goes down, but look how high it's reaching up now to this blue barrier, the blue barrier line that I talk about. And probably if it wasn't for the land right here, this would probably be all the way extended to where it would come around right here. It would fill this in. The only reason why there's a dent or a flat spot in this big loop is because of the land right here. And that's the southern polar vortex. Super, super strong, yet we have barely anything rotating in the wrong direction. Okay? Now let's back up to the earthquakes here. Okay, nothing new. That's good. All right, let's start off at the head of the system here. Check for our deep quakes. Come on, pull it up. Over and over again. That's a 4.5 at a depth of 218. Not it. There's a 4.8 at a depth of 441. So we had one little 4.8 deeper quake today. It probably set off, let's see, 1648. Nope, all that and that. All of these were earlier. So let's start off with the big one. This is the 6.1. Happened last night a little bit. I reported on this one already. Then we had a 4.6, another 4.8, the 5.0 at a depth of 42 there, and a 4.8 at a depth of 43. So this is all energy that happened before this deep quake. Okay, so we had a little quake swarm here, and it's taking up most of the energy because a lot of it doesn't seem to be creeping up. There's this one, come on. This is, 5.0 energy, just what I expected. What is going on? Leave it there. Dang it. Everything is resistance. Imagine if every single thing you did, there was resistance to it. It would drive you insane. So this 5.0 here is at a depth of 10. That's our energy being scrubbed off. As we get over here, this is the 4.5, a little deeper at 146. A 4.3 at 281. So two semi-deep quakes right here. So this energy that's traveling along at the surface, as it comes to this part right here where we have deep quakes, it seems to sink down a little deeper, and we're having our 4.3s and our 4.5s right there. The energy is still going up the system at 5. There's a 5.1 right there at a depth of 45. Another 5.2. So this 5. Come on. This 5.0 energy is creeping up the system. There's the 5.1. It's just off of the fault line, but then we have this one. It's 5.2 at a depth of 10. What I'm trying to get is these ones. 4.8 at a depth of 63. 4.5 at a depth of 76. And a 4.9 at a depth of 73. These are all energy being scrubbed off at this little weak spot right here. We're experiencing a new little weak spot just off of this island here in the Philippines. Okay, now pull this down. Okay, as we go up towards Japan up here, you see it's all quiet. You see that this is all quiet through here, so that's good. And then as we get up to our little pinch point, it hasn't really dished off anything. Hang on just for a second. I'll be right back, folks. Come here. Oh, okay. All right. All right, I'm back. So we had this other weak spot that was right here at this 3-point junction right here at off of Japan. Now it seems to be we have this other little weak spot now down here in the Philippines. Okay, so watch out. The rest of this system is still empty. We have inbound 5 energy. I expect 5 to 5.2 to strike along here, probably at this point around Japan. Any of the fulcrum points, maybe set off a few more volcanoes. This whole band right here is all empty. This energy came in, a couple of deep quakes here. It should transfer over, and we should get 5 to mid 5 range, something along this part. Nothing's made it here. This is old energy. That's 4.3, 4.5. That seems to, yeah, that's, let me timestamp that one. This one's earlier. This one, yep, that's still old energy that hasn't made it up through here yet, okay, and rounded the corner. So, and you see how quiet Europe is right now, okay? So, old energy is still trying to, old energy is moving out of the way as this new 5 to 5.2 energy is creeping up the system. We got these little 3s across here because it pinches off that 5 energy and dissipates it down to a 3, thankfully. So when it comes over to the west coast, we don't get too bad. And a 3.1 there, a 3.0 there, and a 3.0 there. Perfect display of energy, or dispersion of energy. We have this little stray quake over here. This is Canton, west of Canton, North Carolina, 2.6. Nothing too big, just little stuff down in Texas here and there. Okay, nothing too big. Oh, White Sands. Oh, no, White Cities. All right. Down below here at South America, we're still getting 4.3 energy and a 4.2 here along the fault line of South America here. It doesn't appear to have spread or gone anywhere else, so I want to timestamp that one again. That was 1648. Nope, that one was before it. and that one was before it. So neither one of these quakes are a result of this new energy. Okay, this is old energy being scrubbed off still. Okay, we still have a little activity at this new weak spot. This spot here on the Indian Ridge, 4.7 at a depth of 10. We had a 6.8, I think, yeah, 6.7 to 6.8 here the other day. Okay, so we'll watch that spot. It seems to be relieving stress and energy right there, which is fine with me. It's a good spot. Okay, so our earthquake map is, kind of stable. Nothing too bad. We do have new 5 energy entering the system over here that hasn't made it up towards Japan yet. So everybody north of this little line right here, expect a 5 to 5.2. Okay. We did that one. We did that one. We did this one. We did this one. What else did I want to do about this one? Is the world upside down? It is. There we go. I want to take a peek at this typhoon one more time. I want to refresh this page and get exact where it is exactly right now. Or the latest. Okay, so it's got it right at the tip, the northern tip of the island. Let me turn off the winds. Okay, oops, I'm going to pull this in a little bit and get it right centered for you. Get the island in there. Okay, now you can see here's the island of Guam. Here's the very northern shore. The eye is passing right along the beach of the northern shore of Guam right now. Okay, so that means these winds that are ripping around here, they're coming around, are hitting the backside here. So pray. That's where all the city is too, is on this side. So pray for a lot of protection for these people. We've had all day and all kinds of warnings all day to hunker down for this. So I just pray that it doesn't do too much damage. You can see that it's getting really red up in here. That's that eye wall. I'll put the winds back in a little bit. They really blind the camera, so we're going to pull back a little bit. And that's a pretty healthy, that's a good sized typhoon. It's no laugh matter. It's category 4. It wouldn't surprise me if it's increasing in strength, because I think the sun has maybe gone down there now. Actually, it's probably 7 hours. Nope, sun's still up there. So this thing is convecting still and getting bigger, because it convects just like a thunderstorm does. This is a bunch of thunderstorms rotating around a central point. So Typhoon Mawar is taking it out on Guam right now. So pray for everybody on the island of Guam. All right, let's get over to this. I think it was this. No, it was this. And there we go. So we military's been reporting they've seen a big black triangle-shaped object, right? Can you guys see this one? This has been captured here. This isn't the same one from the military. This is something that the public captured. Okay, I'm gonna play this a little bit more real quick, because this is all footage. If you see, these trees are kind of moving down there while that thing just sits in the sky. All right, it's time you guys start looking up, because this activity's been going on in your clouds for a while now. It's just finally being reported, and getting captured. But that's a good sized ship right there. Okay, it's a pretty big looking ship. So don't be surprised when you start seeing craft in the sky here, because they're all arriving. They're all coming from across the universe to this planet because they want to come see what God's up to. And there's that. What was the other thing I wanted to go over again? Oh, now we got Mount Etna going off. All right, you guys, this is starting to get serious. They're going to have to clear out of there. And then the other one is Popo. If we can pull this up, please. Let me just open up the page real quick here. I'm trying to pull up a page here. Just bear with me. Come on. Yeah. Please, God, can we have just a simple YouTube page? Thank you. I'm trying to get to the Mount it or Popo. Where is it? Where's Dr. Geotech guy? Just bear with me real quick. I had it pulled up, and now, I always get these wonderful disruptions. You guys are so blessed to not have paranormal activity just torturing you constantly. Oh, hurry up with your ads. My goodness. What I'm trying to show you here is Popo going off here. All right. And Mexico City is 60 miles away from this. That's a huge city. That's like the most populated city on the face of the planet. There's 25 million people or something like that in one city. It's right next door to this. They can see this right next to their city. Imagine if the city you lived in, you looked out your front window and the mountain next to you is doing this. So if it's not happening to you, you're truly blessed because it's happening to these people, and they might have to evacuate Mexico City, if this continued. This is nothing. This is not the footage I was looking for because it went off in a big way. And let's just see if we can find it real quick. And you guys got to come over to Dr. Astro Geotech over here. I swear to God, this guy is so good. He pumps out videos every hour. Here's one 3 hours ago, 2 hours ago, 1 hour ago, 49 minutes ago. Here's a new volcano going off. A Sabancaya in Peru is going off. Popo is going off. This is Naya Moguria, whatever this name, in Africa's most active volcano. Nyamoga Malagiria. Could you make it any harder? Okay? And same with Popocatépetl. Dang. Call it volcano number 1 and 2. Shit. Make it simple. Schools are closed down here in Popo because this eruption ignited this huge plume. This is the one I want. Let's just take a peek at this real quick. You guys should come over to this channel and check out each one of these videos here that he does. He's been busting his ass, bringing you the best footage. Now, here's what Popo's really doing. Spitting fire, lava bombs. It's exploding. It's going off. So are a bunch of volcanoes around the world. 2 at a time now. You got 2 and 3 volcanoes at a time that are erupting. All because of the pressure that's down below. It's coming to the surface, okay? And you see lava kind of pouring out over here. So, let's just, whoops. I wanted to, this one now. This one erupts too. Yeah. Africa's most active volcano is now erupting. Come on. There we go. And you see the city here, and you can see the lava lighting up the smoke in the background here. So we got all kinds of volcanoes that are coming to life all around the planet, okay? And here, let's do our forecast real quick. I forgot we had the GFS model here. And let's just run this, even though it's not the most accurate anymore because of other influences on the sun that affect our weather. Okay, but let me pull this back a little bit, get the time and date in there. Let me pull it down just a tad bit so you can see a little blue bar where it's running, how far along we are up here. Okay. Yeah, Texas and these thunderstorms have been going on here. The storm chasers were out today. Real beautiful looking storms, just about to produce, but then it would stop. And it would be about to produce something again and it would stop. And these guys are like, what's going on? What? It was just about to produce something. Why did it stop? Well, because I'm over here praying my ass off that nobody dies. And these beautiful tornadoes are just getting wiped out. But I can't be there for every single one of them, so you guys got to pray too. Anyways, you can see our GFS model is just going to be a hard one to report on tonight, just because it's whoa! I just noticed something. Watch this area. Every day something pops up here during the daytime and dissipates at night. Pops up in the day, goes away at night. Pops up at the day, goes away at night. This whole zone right here. Watch. When this thing restarts, all right. Daytime, nighttime. Now blossoms again, disappears. Blossoms again, disappears. Blossoms again, disappears. Over and over and over and over and over again. You see what's going on here? Every day the sun comes up now, it's making thunderstorms throughout this whole region right here. Hmm. Yeah, look at that. Yeah. So every day at convection now, this whole right off the Rockies, as soon as you hit the plains right there, watch out. We're going to be having uh, thunderstorms and large hail, winds, possible tornadoes. So it's on, and you just see this pattern. It's going on right here. It's kind of odd. I know what's affecting the weather, and I can't really say, but you can see that our weather is definitely acting kind of weird. We have this low down here. Watch this thing come up and come back onto land, almost like a hurricane. It'll start here in a minute. Right down here. Where's my pointer? So, see this low? Watch this. It drops. Oops. Where'd that go? This low right here picks up all this moisture and then comes back on land and throws it at North Carolina, South Carolina over the course of a couple of days. So here it is just offshore at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, May 25th is when it starts there, this low pressure right here. Then it pushes on shore at 7 in the morning, 8 in the morning. There's 2 in the afternoon, 3 in the afternoon, no, 2. That would be the end of convection right there, just taking moisture off of the Atlantic and throwing it into South Carolina, North Carolina. So watch out for that event. Meanwhile, every single day, this area right here with our convecting thunderstorms in the afternoons. Oh, let's go. What more? Where was that one day here in Texas? right here. No, that's not it. Okay, this is way towards the end of the GFS model. Start all over again. Right here. This is current conditions, right? Yeah, this is our current conditions in Texas. Then that's the end of convection tomorrow, but I bet it's going to be a little different. It's going to be up in Texas again. There, right there. That's supposed to be 11 p.m. tomorrow night, 1 in the morning. I think that's going to happen. It's going to look like that at the end of convection tomorrow, not at 1 in the morning. Then it travels down into deep into the heart of Texas right here. Boom. And then travels down in there. That's the end of convection the 25th with this coming on shore. See, all this data looks like it's a frame late. That should be the end of convection on the 27th, right there. Okay, all these pop-up thunderstorms around here with this low still bringing moisture up into, looks like towards Tennessee and even parts of Virginia now. And that's at 11 p.m. at night, supposedly. That's what convection looks like. See, that's supposedly the end of convection, but that's what it's really going to look like. It just seems to be like a frame off or something, but we'll just kind of go with it, whatever they got here. All right. So that's your kind of unreliable GFS model for right now because we have so much energy coming in from the sun now that I don't think the weather forecasters know how to attribute for that. So, something I forgot to do that I want to do is we need to go back here. And tomorrow will be the 24th. Big number tomorrow. So, we need to go back to the 21st and see what came off the sun on the 21st as to know what to expect for energy inbound tomorrow. So as this loop kind of plays, I think this may have been the quiet day. Was it? A little bit right there. Come on. Oh well. We'll just let it load up here real quick. Oh, that's right. So semi-quiet day, but then there was this little activity right at the end. So maybe our weather won't be so dramatically affected by the sun's impulses that are arriving tomorrow because there wasn't much that came off the sun. You know, especially towards our door. Well, this right there. You know, I take that back now. I gotta look at this part a little bit closer. This is southerly too. That's gonna be earth directed too. Yeah, we might have some influence from the sun's affecting our weather after all. Because now that I look at that a little closer, let's play it one more time. See, I was expecting something like this to affect our weather, but yeah, you know what? I'm gonna have to. Yeah, this is gonna affect our weather a little bit. I'm afraid so. Yep, it sure looks like it. All right, so tomorrow, this is this energy down from this lower thing right here is due to add to our weather for tomorrow. Okay, so everybody be on your toes, stay aware, keep even if you're not in these thunderstorm zones, you should be aware of what your weather is every day before you go out the door. Okay, because it can change on a dime now And it's probably good to have an umbrella in your car because you could go out on a sunny day and go into the store and within an hour come out of the store and it's raining. So you might want to start packing, stuff like that, backup stuff in your car, umbrella, whatever, a raincoat, waterproof boots, whatever you do. You do your thing. All right, I think that's about it for tonight. I have been thoroughly exhausted for way too long, and I need to get some rest. And I need. Oh, you know what we need to do? Screw that. All right, say goodbye to the UFO. I'm pulling up an image here from my channel, and we're going to close out with a reading. How's that? Let's just, we always do this image, but, well, that one's too scary. Can't read to that. So we'll just read to this. Once it pulls up. And, of course, Hertz gets their ad in there. Come on, you clowns. I'm not monetized. Oh, it has to be one of the 5-minute commercials. There we go. All right. Let's just pull it up to where it's a little bigger in the screen. There we go. Hopefully you guys know what you're looking at. People who've been here a while know what they're looking at. Newcomers, you should be able to see that we have a face with hair flowing back and a crown hovering over his head. That's Jesus in the clouds on Easter. This event took place on Easter. I cannot reiterate that or instill that enough. That should shake you to the core that this event actually took place on Easter. It was an hour long. I took 1,000 pictures of this. So many pictures my computer's jammed up. Anyways, hopefully you can see that as I start to dig. He has lots of family in Guam. Okay, let's pray for Cindy's family in Guam. Everybody, focus on that, please. I'm going to dig around for a second while you look at this image. I got to find something to read tonight. Usually, I'll take care of that before I even start. Okay, maybe we'll just do this one. Okay, how do I do this, Lord? Give me strength to do this. Which one did I want? Oh, this one, that's right. Okay, let me get a sip here. Okay. Hopefully you're looking at that image and you can see it. I am with you, and I will watch over you wherever you go. There's an adventurous journey awaiting you, and you're anticipating it with mixed feelings. In some ways, you are eager to step into this new adventure. You're even expecting to find abundant blessings along the way. However, part of your fears leaving your comfortable, predictable routine. When fearful thoughts assail you, remind yourself that I will be watching over you constantly wherever you are. The comfort of my presence is a forever promise. Your best preparation for the journey ahead is practicing my presence each day. Tell yourself frequently, Jesus is with me, taking good care of me. Visualize yourself holding onto my hand as you walk. Trust me, your guide, to show you the way forward as you go step by step. I have a perfect sense of direction, so don't worry about getting lost. Relax in my presence and rejoice in the wonder of sharing your whole life with me. Okay? I love you all. I miss you all. God bless you all. And until my next video, I'll be back. I am back.